Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here, photographer in New York City for the last 50 years. This is class 257. Let's get started. All right, today, what are we talking about? We're talking about, please subscribe, thumbs up, give me an email anytime you want at blackandwhitephoto@aol.com, and I'll answer all your photographic questions for free. Visit my website. It's a free website. You can't buy anything. It's just to give you ideas on what to photograph and what gear to use. CarmineTaverna.com. All right. As you can see, I'm holding up a gorgeous CCD film-like sensor camera. This is the Canon G1. Guys, I have had this camera so long, since it came out in the year 2000, that's 23 years ago, that the writing on the back wore off and I had to put little labels on it. This camera is absolutely gorgeous for street photography. I'm going to show you photographs throughout this video of the street photographs I took just yesterday here in New York. And the best part is that not only does it have a CCD sensor, which is, in my opinion, better than a CMOS sensor, which is what they use in all modern cameras for this reason. But this camera was $1,100 when it came out 23 years ago today. I'm such a fan of the G series cameras from Canon, right? This is the G1. I just did a video this week on the G11. I'll put a link on it below in the description. This camera, the G11 series, is so popular for street photographers because of so many reasons. First, let me just go down a list that I have in front of me of my favorite points. I want to make sure I get all the points out. All right, it's a 3.3 megapixel camera. Hold on, are you ready to switch off this channel? Let's look at a photograph taken with this 3.3 megapixel camera. You see what I mean? It doesn't matter. Megapixels don't matter. It's the way you photograph. It's your composition. It's your leading lines. It's the contrast. It's your lighting. It's the placement of the subject in the frame using the rule of thirds. Come on, it's never the camera. Okay, the lens. The lens on the camera is equivalent, right, to a 35mm camera. It's equivalent to a 34mm to 102mm lens. It'll shoot macro photographs as close as 6 centimeters. Now, as you see on top, okay, it has a viewfinder, okay? You look through here, that's the viewfinder. As you zoom in and out, the optical's viewfinder also zooms in and out. So you're guaranteed a perfectly framed photograph. Or you can use the live view screen in the back, which articulates, right? This way, this way, this way. Unreal. Now, let's keep going. It's a pretty wide aperture. It's f2. Maximum shutter speed's 1,000th of a second. Here's where it gets nice and cool. ISO 50 to 400, your choice, or you can do auto ISO. Full range on top on the mode dial up here of program, shutter priority, aperture priority, and manual. It has a hotshoe. You can add a flash or use the built-in flash. It takes one CF card which goes right over here. Now, let me just shut the camera off. Never take your card in or out of a camera while it's turned on. You just eject it here, pull it out. Now, this is what I recommend. A SanDisk old school 1 GB card. The other cards, the higher cards, your 64 GB cards, may not work in this camera. Now, before I forget, CF cards, right? Most laptops and PCs won't have a slot. In fact, I've never seen a slot in a computer for a CF card. So guys have been asking me, what adapter do I use to go into the USB? Well, this is the CF card reader that I use, okay? USB at one end, and you put the card in the other end. Now, I'll just read it. It says it's got a USB 3.0 connector. It's made by Pixel Flash. Now, the reason I bought this years ago is because it's known not to bend the pins. It's called a no bend pins. That's their trademark, I guess you can call it. So the CF card goes into the slot. Now listen, you have to line up. You see all these holes, right? There's tons of little tiny holes, and in here are corresponding pins. Just put it in nice and slowly so you don't bend those pins. Okay, and now the CF card is in here, and you just put it in your PC, your laptop, however you edit your photographs. Okay, so that'll answer that question on what adapter I use for my CF cards. Okay, you can shoot RAW or JPEGs. It's pretty hefty. This weighs 18 ounces with the battery and the CF card in it. It's pretty meaty, all right? Speaking of the battery, this uses the Canon BP511 battery, okay? Look at it. Look at the size. It's pretty beefy. Now, here's the best part. If you guys already own the Canon 5D, the Canon 10, 20, 30D, it's the same battery. It's the BP511 battery. So it came out in 2000, right? Today is its 23rd birthday. Just so you know, DP Review, I hope they stick around. I hope the people that bought DP Review don't take down all the reviews. But DP Review in the year 2000 gave this rating not good, not very good, not recommended, highly recommended. DP Review, when this came out in 2000, gave this a highly recommended review. Okay, now let's just go over a few of the photographs that I took with this in street photography just yesterday. All right, guys, please subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thumbs up and email me, blackandwhitephoto@aol.com, and goodbye from New York.